everyone. I have some sad news about my boa constrictor, Gus Gus. It seems he's suffering from upper respiratory infection. I was gone for a week, 5 days, on vacation, and the temperatures in my area were set to drop. So I adjusted the temperatures in my room accordingly, but I think it got too cold. He is currently in a shed cycle, and I read on an article when I was doing research on upper respiratory infection that boa constrictors in a shed cycle can wheeze or exhibit a raspy noise. He is due to shed in the next couple of days, and when that happens, I'll have more information. I have scheduled an appointment with a vet in Roanoke, which is about 2 hours away from my location, to give him a full examination and if antibiotics are needed or not. I will update you guys then. I also was able to capture some of his breathing sounds, which I'll include in a clip here. I am currently at the vet clinic in Roanoke, and Gus Gus is right beside me. Let's see if he is. And we're waiting for our appointment time. I'll let you guys know the results. When I did open Gus Gus's mouth, I did not see excess saliva, but I thought that meant that maybe this was the early stages, which is why I did the Vicks method, because if he did have an upper respiratory infection, I wanted to catch it early before it got too worse. And that's why I scheduled the appointment in advance. And even though I knew he was in a shed cycle and this could be shed related, I took the steps to make sure that if it was an upper respiratory infection, I got it early. I did what I could to help him. I scheduled the doctor's appointment. And if he shed and he was fine, that's all good. But if he was sick, then I had already done steps to ensure that, I could help him to the best of my ability. So what ended up happening was Gus Gus shed his skin a couple days before he was due to go to the doctor. And I noticed he was not wheezing or making any noise. But I still took him to the doctor just in case he was in the early stages of being sick. The vet checked him out and he determined that Gus Gus was wheezing because of his shed cycle. When boa constrictors shed their skin, some of it can become loose or fluid between the new skin and the old skin could build up inside their nostrils, which can create a wheezing or popping sound. This was the case with Gus Gus, so he did not have an upper respiratory infection. In fact, he was deemed a healthy snake, which is what every pet mom or dad wants to hear. So I brought him home and fed him. He ate right away, and he was just his normal self. With the bigger YouTube channels that talk about snakes, they have a lot of snakes. And I think certain things go under the radar when you have a lot of snakes to keep track of, because none of the YouTube channels I look at had talked about snakes, boa constrictors, having this issue when they're in a shed cycle, that they might be wheezing or popping or certain breathing noises when they are shedding their skin. And that's might be because they have a lot, or maybe they just don't notice it anymore, or, you know, didn't think it was worth making a video. But the only article I saw was that one article on like a Google search, and nobody else talked about this. So I thought that maybe that article was wrong and that this was a URI, because that's what everybody was telling me. The snake's making noises, they're breathing wrong, it's a upper respiratory infection. So that's why I got freaked out about it, because that was the only information I had. So I thought it was important to make this video to let boa keepers know, pet owners know, that if their snake, their boa constrictor, this might be good, might go for pythons too, but definitely boa constrictors, if they're in a shed cycle and they're making the noises that Gus Gus is making, it might not be an upper respiratory infection. Don't freak out. Don't do, I don't want to say don't be proactive, but if you know you're doing everything right, that the cage is clean, that it's heated, you haven't introduced any new snakes to your collection, and your snake is in a shed cycle, wait until after he sheds before you freak out. Stay calm, and I wouldn't even make an appointment with a vet until after the snake sheds. Then you can figure out if it's shed related or if it is an upper respiratory infection. But definitely, if you open the mouth and you see excess saliva, if he's having difficulty breathing, that may indicate that there's something wrong. So I would make an appointment with your vet. But if your snake isn't showing any signs of that and is in a shed cycle, that might be what it is. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys for your comments and for posting. I loved reading all of your comments about your pets and what you think of my pets, and I hope you continue to watch. I hope you like the channel. If you have a question, just drop it in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. And I'm very appreciative of all the subscribers I have. When I first started this YouTube channel, I never thought I would get more than maybe 2 or 3 people who would be interested in anything that I had to say. But now we are 100 plus, and I'm forever grateful. I can not thank you guys enough for subscribing, for commenting, if you're sharing, just watching. I feel like I'm starting a tiny little community, and that's why I started this channel. To like put myself out there, to put my pets out there, and meet other people who have snakes and cats and who just want to talk and, you know, help each other out. That's why I did this. So thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I don't post very frequently because I have a lot to do, full-time job, writing a book, all this stuff. So I try to post when I can, and I try to make videos. If you guys have any video topics you would like me to cover, just let me know and I'll do it. Thank you guys. Bye.